Yeah, he's just hanging out on top of the roof. Were you reminiscing?
In all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But
Stop walking around like a crazy person.
this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
It's not so bad. Used to be different.
It wasn't always like this. It used to be different.
I can only imagine. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
What are you talking about? Because of that, your mom is dead, you crazy person. What a brainwashed asshole. God damn it, that's my son. I was the backup. They left me frozen. They kept me alive. Yeah, and me?
But why refreeze me?
As a failsafe, of course. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
You let me out? I didn't even know that. Yeah, why now?
Why let me out now? After all this time.
Why don't you come get me?
Well, that's hard to explain. Certainly, it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen.
What an asshole.
Of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else. Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Dude, I'm your father. I'm not an experiment. What is wrong with you? Who raised you, you son of a bitch? It wasn't me. Just an experiment.
That's all this is to you? All I am to you? Just another experiment?
No, that's not all. But still, I'm glad it turned out the way it did. Soon, I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
Yeah, well, I betrayed you.
I made a choice. I let the synths go free.
Why? Why would you do something so stupid?
Hit him. Hit your son. He's still your son. You're allowed to hit. No, I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. Actually, you know what? He's a grown-up now. He's an adult. You can actually hit him. It'd be wrong, but hey, he's an asshole. Right thing to do. Don't owe an explanation. They were afraid. Let's go with they were afraid.
They were afraid. They didn't want to come back here.
Afraid? They're machines, artificial. They're incapable of being afraid. This was such a simple task. I just don't understand. I know you're capable of handling yourself. How can I expect you to represent the Institute if this sort of thing continues?
I'm the parent. I won't out. Won't happen again. I want out, won't happen again. I'm the parent. I mean, I'm the parent probably won't work at all. I mean, this dude is an adult. He's made, all the decisions he's already going to make. me trying to insert dominance as his father definitely will not work at this point. If I say I want out, then I won't be able to travel back there ever again. If I say it won't happen again, he might be stupid enough to trust me, and then we could at least still go back to the Institute and get whatever we have to get before finally, you know, eventually this is going to come to a scratching halt anyway. So until then, maybe we'll say it won't happen again, and maybe we can get away with a few more trips to the Institute that way.
Shaun, I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
I appreciate that. But this makes things difficult.
We've already been lying to him all this
Bunker
time.
Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this, they had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Whoa! Alright guys, so we are going to continue to be lying to our son, it looks like. What is this marker placed for? Oh, it's for the Institute. Give me 1 second. Speak to Elder. Because I have all of these things going on. So it says continue working with Father. If I didn't continue working with him, I wonder if I would have failed this mission. The one that we started before where we're going to let all the synths out. Because I need to be able to keep working with him to have access to the Institute. So, I don't know, hopefully that worked out. I mean, we're obviously still working, plotting against him in the background, which I feel bad about, but what are you gonna do? That's what happens. That's what happens when you treat your father as an experiment. You get punished, okay? You get taught a lesson. I'm not gonna give you a lecture, I'm just gonna give you a hard life's lesson. A moral spanking, if you will. Attend directorate meeting. Directorate? Did I say that right? I probably didn't. Yeah, guys, let's just continue. Let's continue with the main quest. Why not? But before we do anything else, we should definitely level up. Got my perception. I mean, these are, I don't know. I'm pretty good with my basic, I think. At this point, it would probably be just overkill trying to upgrade those. You can salvage uncommon opponents like screws, aluminum, and copper when scrapping weapons and armor. That's pretty cool. I really do like that. We're gonna be crafting more weapons. Strong back. Is it time? Is it time to do the strong back? Increase our carrying capacity? Maybe not. You know what? There is actually, nope. That's not what I was trying to do. What is the one that actually lets me take more damage? Is it toughness? Yeah, if nothing else, you can take a beating, instantly gain plus 10 damage resistance. I want titanium arms and a body. That sounds pretty cool. Should we just do perception, though? Endurance? You know what? You know what? Yeah. 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 Let's go with this. Agility. Agility is usually the shit. Alright, dudes. Feel good about this. I think we actually have to go all the way up, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, guys, I've been editing my videos a little bit differently recently. I've been bulk recording these because I am going away. I'm gonna be gone for about a week, so if you guys don't hear me do like the outro or like an intro at every single video, that's probably gonna be the norm from now on.
Let's get this directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's important.
Alright, let's do it.
Shaun.
Let's get this directorate meeting over with before...
Alright, bro, lead the way.
I'm
gonna give you a laser spanking. Oh, this looks serious. Looks official. We got a table and chairs and everything. Alright, yeah, guys, so that's probably going to be the norm going forward, because what I do now is I just, like, record one long video and then I split it up afterwards.
I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention.
Don't mind if I do.
The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ao has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Excuse me, but, sir, are you sure this is, well, the proper time?
You're talking about me, aren't you?
Considering, I mean, given all parties...
Shut up, Evan!
Yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase?
What's Phase 3? What is Phase 3?
What's Phase 3?
It's very important to us. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
Okay.
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel and equipment, but no longer. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
And what does it mean for the people up there?
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir,
Yes, Dr. Ao. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well,
That was me, I did that.
while I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
yes, but
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been
Oh no, he's
unsuccessful.
sick. He's probably dying.
I'm sorry to say
Well,
I'm
yep.
dying.
No!
can't be
Please,
serious.
everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
You're dying, can't be happening, this isn't funny. This isn't funny. That's a funny response, I'm gonna say that.
Why would you joke about this? It isn't funny.
Were it a joke, I'd agree it's in poor form. But I'm afraid it's not. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father.
What?
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Wait, what?
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
Well, that was unexpected.
592 is undergoing the reclamation process as we speak. Before long, he'll be back in work.
I wonder if I sit right here
Anyone didn't mention it? Quiet time runs from 10
and then wait.
to 6 a.m.
Well, should we just have a staring contest? Yes, we will. Okay, well, now that I've had 3 hours to think.
Isn't it?
Dude, I don't even know how to feel about this. I mean, I guess. I mean, it's sad that he's dying, and it's cool that he recognizes us for being, I don't know, a good leader. And on one hand, I feel dirty taking over the Institute, but on the other hand, I mean, I could make it a just place, right? Like, I could let out all the synth that want to be out, and I think I could run this place right. I mean, that might be pretty cool. I don't
Let
know.
your surroundings be a reminder of what science and willpower can accomplish.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
Well, it was a hell of a freaking surprise, brah. Don't want to, unsure. Let's get more information about this position.
What would it mean to be in charge?
Most divisions of the Institute are fairly autonomous, perfectly capable of functioning without intervention. Where those divisions interact, however, problems can arise. You'd lead the directorate in setting policy, resolving disputes, and the like. There's no question that some of the directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
This is insane. What a mind fiddle this is. My mind is being fiddled with. Completed Mankind Redefined. That was it? That was... seriously? Started mass fusion. That was an entire chapter in the main story. Alright guys, give me just 1 second. So, mass fusion, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6... that's it. We just have 6 main missions and then we're done. As you can see though, some of them can be really long, some of them can be really short, like this one. I was planning on doing a longer episode here, but I don't want to get too far into the game as of this moment. So yeah, dudes, thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for rating. This is a crazy turn of events. I have no idea what to expect for the rest of this game, but we are getting fairly close. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Thanks for watching an awesome gaming, awesome video. Now click on another video on the screen right now and watch that one too. Go ahead. I'll wait.